molten as a molting snake sheds its unconstricting limitations. In the surrender, die to old patterns and belief systems that no longer serve the perfection of your becoming. Surrender. My hungry soil consumes all that is not needed on your journey, all that does not reveal the fullest expression of your divinity. In this surrender, let my charged ethers burn off your droves, excuse me, in the fire of alchemical transmutation that creates a more resplendently refined condition of your spirit. In the surrender, ever more unified with the light, I offer the velvet, soft enclave of release and the natural balm of forgiveness within the sacred realm of death and transformation. In the surrender, find lyrical molding as an instrument of divine wisdom, embracing the gifts of death without dying. In this surrender, let go. Yield to the pattern of perfection, freed from the bondage of control's illusion. In this surrender, I am the alkalisk of the underworld, who gives voice to the gifts of your unexpressed aspects. In the surrender, like moss, I am the life, transformation, and insight that grows out of death. In this surrender, through death and transformation, receive my most precious gift, the revelation and flowering of the true garden of self.
That's beautiful.
My body is so vibrating. Oh my God.
Well, I like the analogy of like you're shedding a skin.
Mm-hmm.
You're just shedding a skin and you're just moving on.
Yeah. When I read it to my girlfriend, the line that says, I'm lyrical melding as an instrument of divine wisdom, embracing the gifts of death without dying. And so she said, explain to me what your interpretation of it, of embracing the gifts of death without dying. And my explanation to her is that in every moment you are dying, and in that very moment you are reborn.
Wow. This, we were talking about the synchronicity today.
Yeah.
I jumped into, there's another girl who has a talk show, Heronstone, and she plays Alan Watts. And, for me, that just helps put me in a little bit of a Zen mood. I may not actually grab every little thing he's saying, but it helps bring the frequency in, And so she was broadcasting, and usually she broadcasts in the middle of the night, and so I jumped in. And Alan Watts said, the opportunity presented by death, when you get to a point that you realize there's nothing you can do about your impending death, then you reach your satori. Many cases, you still live to tell the tale, but in the meantime, you see the universe in all its detail, every speck of dust. It is in that moment of accepting certain impending doom and living through it, that surrender, that in that moment your natural consciousness can see clearly. You are as light as a feather. And what I think he was describing was rapid ascension.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It was, and I got that today, and just for the synchronicity of everything that is, there you go.
There you go.
But and so I'm kind of putting that together. That that has something to do with what we're heading for, right?
Yes, yes.
With the Mayan.
Yes.
But we'll get to that. There's no need to jump right on into that. There's plenty of time to get to what is December 12th, 2012. Because you got to know a little bit more before you can explain the answer, right?
Oh, I agree. I agree.
Okay.
I agree. You know,
all right.
Yeah, you can't teach, an English class if your first language is Spanish.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you've got the Mayan oracle cards.
Mm-hmm.
You were led to Ian, who is just, oh my God. Wow. Can I tell you this?
Sure.
He's hot. Okay? He's hot.
Oh yeah.
He is so hot. And he's smart.
Oh my God.
You are such a lucky girl.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Yes, ma'am, you are.
Yeah. When somebody asked me how I got so lucky, it was like somebody had to be chosen, and I'm grateful I was.
Yeah.
I mean, if it weren't me, it would have been somebody else, and then you would have been talking to them, and they would have had the same answer, because it had to be somebody.
Well, it had to be the right fit.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I agree.
People like us we're not a dime a dozen.
Oh, for sure not. Oh, for sure not.
And as we were talking about, these days with everything happening so rapidly, you just can't sit down and have a casual conversation anymore.
No. No, we get to be very picky with our time, because it's truly the only thing that we own is our time. There isn't anything else. I mean, even our body is just on loan. It's a wonderful spacesuit or earth suit that we get to walk in. Yet, it's time is the only thing we own. Everything else is on loan.
That's beautiful. I like that. I always say time is just a little t in the equation of our lives.
Yeah.
It's a variable, and you choose where your time goes.
Oh, exactly.
Okay. All right. Let's go right into that. Time, the calendar. How come the Gregorian calendar and the Muslim calendars aren't correct? How did we get this wrong? Where did we deviate? Where did we go so horribly wrong?
Well, Prince Gregory and his elite crew have been playing with the calendar for decades, and they would, find a way to put it together. All the hierarchy would want one of the months named after them, so they tried that for a while. And, they tried 13 months of 28 days. They tried everything.
Okay.
And then finally it just stopped. The trying stopped. And what we have now is the Gregorian calendar. Because at some point, it just has to stop. So as far as I'm concerned, we're already in 2010, maybe even 2011. Really? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
See,
really.
I've been hearing that for years, that we're way ahead of where they're telling us we are.
Exactly. And the bottom line is, for me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what time it is. It doesn't matter what date it is, because we're here in this very moment. There is no other moment. So when people get a little ballistic over the true end date, which is October 28th, 2011, to Jose Aguilas's count of December 21st, 2012, which is the week.
All right, no. Wait a minute. I'm trying to write this down. The true end date is what? October 11th.
October 28th.